Hello, everybody. A little bit of silence before I start. That is it about because there's going to be a lot of thought process that it's coming in today. What are we going to do is about this is a third quarter square towards the sun, but that's going to be matching with Jupiter. And here is the energy that it's going to be calling of these clashes. We're going to be growing, we're going to be maturing. Are we are going to build something new with this conflict? Or we are going to destroy everything? You're going to feel these energies. There's going to be a lot of intense energies because the sun doesn't have any other aspects. The sun is only square Jupiter and the moon, and it's going to be opposing Chiron. So unhealed patterns of authority of our oneself to the imbalance from within you leads to the imbalance within the relationships. But this is going to also be attaching to what? To a family, to Cancer. And some of those family patterns, they're going to come out. They're going to be knocking on the door in there. But what are you going to do with this? It is because we are going to be looking at a little bit more because the moon in a week, she's going to be joining the sun. Okay? And that is at the time where the intuition and authority have to come in together. See, particularly that what is the call of this energy is going to come in following with these great emotions that we are going to have between Mars and Saturn and between the North Node and everything that it comes in with. It is about something new to be born, something new to be created, to take this new pattern. And that new pattern is going to be coming in with the new moon that's going to be at Libra. This is a very interesting moment because Venus is about also to move to home. Okay, Venus is going to be in the morning. Venus is going to be ready to be crossover, pretty much like we're going to feel the effects overnight, but we're going to be feeling it later on. And today, this beautiful energy that it comes in with these emotions is going to be leading into what areas we need to grow, what areas and concerns you need to do. And it's always going to come down to one thing: family, togetherness, understanding. Because the moon and Jupiter shows up, this is the place to grow. Jupiter is the part of growth. So people who are going to growing, they're going to take these energies, they're going to go move forward. But the people who's not, Jupiter is going to be going retrograde and is going to be like, hey, you need to watch out, okay? You need to go back and review all this. What is it, the immaturity? So you're going to face certain areas inside of you that you have not grown. You may be going to have some fear of failure, fear of growth, fear of becoming big, or so on and so on. Those things is going to comes out as triggers, okay? Because those are unhealed patterns. And we're going to see this unhealed patterns more clearly tomorrow because the moon and Jupiter are squaring Chiron, okay? My own self, my own things, my own healing. But this is going to lead to growth. And it, particularly that growth is going to be helping to what? To outgrow what the previous generations did. Very beautiful energy was yesterday. Actually, the report was good because it was good. Okay, it was confirmed the yesterday's energies. Very beautiful. I had a very beautiful confirmations about this. But we're talking about today, right? We're going to be talking about these energies, and I'm going to be leading you to learn about this. So stay tuned because the more of the energies is going to be described is going to happen in the afternoon. So as the 7 o'clock in the morning, we are going to have the moon. It's going to be beginning to approach, going to beginning to square the sun, and she's going to be continue trining Mars. Very beautiful energies of developing this masculine self in the family. Okay, you're looking at through different views, more within the depth in there, and Mars is like, oh, I'm going to go down more. Okay, Mars is about 14 degrees. So if you take a look at it the way that the energies of Scorpio is, right? You're starting from 0 degrees and you're going to 30 degrees. That midpoint is the 15 degree. And this is where Mars is going to go. This is it when you go into the bottom of these investigations of the depth of with the shadow from within yourself. But that is a very beautiful emotions because you're like, you know what? I see, I purged, but I want to see more. I want to get more. And more is going to come out because this is going to be leading for a better future to be built because of the trine between the North Node and Mars. And it says the moon comes in there with Jupiter. Now the growth it's coming in. And you're more happy that you're more cleaning the stuff underneath the rug. Okay, so at 7 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is going to be at Cancer. That is going to be what you do with the family, how you do the family energies. Ascendant is at Libra, relationships. You're going to feel like I need to focus more within the relationships. You need to try to put the authority over the relationships. You need to understand that there is no one single authority in the relationships. Is the one authority is as the relationship is. When you put the relationship itself between the two people as a one authority, then the both people are in the same page. It doesn't matter in the good, the bad, and ugly. There is a what balance in there. And this is gonna trigger some unhealed patterns because maybe you always trying to put I into the relationship. Well, if there is a I, there is no we. And some of the people have to look into that pattern because it's coming from what? I, areas, right? But we have this family, what are the families? We are a family. We have these things called relationships, Libra, right? And so we are doing it, and we have to do what? Working together for the benefits for everybody, for the collective. Capricorn, cardinal things. Those are the four cardinal things that we are learning in the process. All right, well, in the next hour at 8 o'clock, this is going to be pretty much at work. Please be advised that don't take your personal things at work. Don't mix your personal stuff with the work relationships because this can be really cranking up things in there. If you feel emotionally tough and rough and so on in there, and you think that your bosses have to pour up with your personal stuff that you're going through, and they have to understand you, your bosses is like, no, you're here, we pay you here to work, not to your emotional stuff. And this is kind of like it's going to be an energy that some of the people is going to feel, okay? But keep it distinct within yourself. Keep it a little bit more personal, and try not to look at it within these situations, okay? But in a proper way, your boss should be worried about your personal things, right? Because they are going to be like, okay, you are working here, but you're working for what? To bring your personal situations in there. We are worried about it. We want to have this. We want to be okay so you can perform better. So it's going to be two types of things that's going to coming out with this, but it's always going to be leading to what? The healing patterns in there. How much this growth and maturity is going to come. Well, we're going to have the truth that's coming out. The ascendant is going to be with the true Lilith. That is going to lead into a Saturn. What did you learn from Saturn yesterday? Did you have a talk with somebody who is more your go-to person, right? Did you have this energies? Are you the go-to person, right? Maybe yesterday you had somebody who come to you and talk to you like, they're telling you you're my to-go person, right? And how the things he comes in there. Because during these processes, you're learning the one thing. If you're operating from a judgment system, you already judge, you present the sentence, and that's it. While you're looking at for discernment, within the discernment, you're beginning to understand how the things are. And then it's like if you need some help, if you can help, or whatever the situation is, you're given the advice, right? So this is the two different things, and those are the Saturn, and that's what Saturn is. Saturn says like you don't learn in a good way as advice and so on. Karma is gonna teach you. Life is gonna teach you on there. Hi, highest priestess. Thank you for coming in. So this is one of the truths that is gonna start coming out. Of course, the truth is always truth and nothing but the truth, right? And there's going to be some communications. Some of you maybe want to have this communications, but you feel like the communications are not kind of like a free flow, right? And you're going to feel like, oh man, I should be not talked. It's not about talk. You get first the things that you need to talk about it. Yes, the most of the talks they're going to be emotionally because the moon is still trining Mercury and Mars in there, but this energy is going to be asking you not to talk about your emotions, but to see the effect of the emotions over you. Because that creates what? You're codependent on a certain emotions and attentions, intentions over towards you, right? You want to have this, somebody pay attention to you. Otherwise, you feel like you are alone and so on and so on, and like nobody's interested in you, and you start going down the hill where you should be like, I'm looking at for those emotions that I'm going up, and whoever comes with me, they're gonna be with me. So this is gonna be some very beautiful energies later on at 10 o'clock for those who does the things, and I want to show you guys. Okay, that's how it's gonna look. I mean, this is beautiful synchronizing energies between Mercury, Mars, ascendant, and we have the moon Lilith, but that is the beautiful energies with the moon, and we are coming here to the North Node. So these investigations personally within you, or things that you are doing within your own self in there, those gonna be some things that they're gonna show you the road, okay? But you have to investigate it more. Okay, good things takes time. Clear things out, remove the stuff out there within your consciousness, in your belief system, and you're gonna see that some of the belief system you believe within is not actually within the truth. Okay, because the destiny is going to call you, but in order the destiny to call you, destiny says you need to purge out, you need to clean things. And you're going to clean the emotions. Some of you maybe cry, somebody maybe express the emotions, some of you is going to be excited, good, right? It all depends of your personal chart, guys. All right, the next hour we are going to be, this energy is going to be continue even at 11 o'clock. We're going to see these beautiful energies that's going to be forming of Venus preparing to go back home at Libra. Very beautiful energies they are forming. They are forming between Jupiter, the moon, a vortex is going to be there, the gates is going to be opened. Mercury and Mars have a very beautiful synchronized energies with this. But we start seeing it how the moon, it is like something is not completed in there. I know I have to understand more why, but I'm looking for what, the how, the authority, how it has to be done. It has to be approval. So now this internal conflict between intuition and authority is asking for what? Is asking for one thing that needs to be more properly look at it. Continue through the journey. Learn more, grow more, walk into the path of life a little bit more until you're gonna meet. You're gonna see it within a week how this beautiful energy is gonna be applied in there within how that understanding of new beginning of a relationships and understanding relationships is going to set you on a new advanced path in life, path that you always seek for it, but you weren't ready for it. Okay. All right. The next hour, the energy is going to be very calm because you handling the energies, you handling the vibrations. I mean, of course, there is this energy between Saturn and Neptune and Venus, but that is it about what? To purchase the need. I need my partner to love me this way. I need the partner to do these things that way. I need him to protect me. I need her to cook for me. You see, you're now operating from love. You're operating from what? Needs. And that's what Saturn tries to teach Venus. Remove the codependency needs. So Venus can be set up properly. I am cooking for him because I express my love. I'm protecting her because I'm expressing my love. She may not need protection, but I feel. I'm here with her in the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm with him in the good, the bad, and ugly because I love him, right? Not because of a need. And now things begin to be what? Properly balanced. Libra, anyone? So take a look what you have on that Virgo Libra, because this is a Echo Poyer. Hey, from is that Poland, right? That's the Polish flag. If it's the Polish flag, cześć, jak się masz? Okay, this is that Venus moving from that Indonesia. Okay, thank you, thank you. And very similar flag with Poland, white and red. So I wasn't sure how it was. So this particular last degree of Virgo is when you know that you are fully developed within love and you're moving to a relationship with others. Okay, that energy at that 29 degrees, this is the let go of me, my personal I, to be with others. I'm originally from Bulgaria but live in Spain. Seeing it on that energies in there, we are going to go through this. Hey, I'm ready. Some people will be ready, some people will not. Some people would tapping into these energies because they did the inner work before that within themselves, and some other people are not ready yet. So all this is gonna comes in and it ties up to what? Internal conflicts that we are gonna see that comes in between the moon and the sun. And that is gonna be coming in the next hour. And what I'm saying is that, you see, this is the energies of 12 o'clock. As we've seen at that Venus, that it's so beautiful between Pluto, Uranus, and we're seeing it here with the Neptune and Saturn. That is the energies as we are talking about. But we are going to begin to see in the next hour this particular energies, how it change to a 1 hour as you see it. You see, this is the part of the inner work right now. And this is where you're going to see the things of the authority. When you know you're ready, you're ready. When you know you're not ready, you're not ready. But when you have your understanding and awareness of the consequences within you, you're beginning to understand that you should stop operating from needs. You should start operating from what it is, the truth, the love, the balance. Because the balance within you is bring the balance within your partner. You're in the war within you, you bring the war in the relationship, right? So here is the evolutionary process that we are gonna go to, and the triggers are gonna come in. Those triggers at 1 o'clock and It's going to leading into a 2 o'clock energies where we are going to be dive deep into the emotions. Okay, I'm not good and not great at that, but I'm working on it. I'm not. You're not good. You're not great, but you are working on it. I'm next to you. You need me? I'll be there for you. Okay. So this is how the truth it start coming out through the proper communications. But you're not taking personal. You know, hide this, and you're not demanding the needs because now you choose to be there because you love. You are there because you love, not because of needs. Okay, so in the next hour, the truth, the dark truth, is gonna comes out for a great purpose. This is gonna be some, some of those moments of truths. I would say even confession. Back in the days, there was no priest. There was a something called confessor, right? Confessor who knew, who you confess there, and they're like, okay, here is a guidance for you. Okay, let's look at the path. Okay, and now can you be the confessor to your own self? Dive within. That is the one thing of emotions that you are gonna be. Some of you maybe go to a confessor, or somebody's maybe gonna be in there that's like, you know what, I have these hidden agendas, and now I understand I don't have to have these hidden agendas anymore. Now I know that these hidden agendas, they create the hidden things within the family. Okay, I saw my parents, they were not good and great, right? Or I saw these situations within this family, they were not good and great, but they pretended, right? These pretending modes in there. And now you're like, I see the conflict that comes to me as well. Now I have to what? Remove it, right? I have to remove it because I see what is going on. Because the hidden agendas from needs are learning into that. And I'm talking about this trine in there between Cancer and Scorpio. Okay, the hidden agendas that it comes in, but we also have the North Node and Pisces. Is about to see, instead of having this manipulation for manifestations, okay, we have to see the good side of how we can combine the spirituality, family, and the intimacy. That's the water, that's the flow, that's the river of life, right? Emotions. All right, the next hour things is gonna be normalizing. You see, like the stone scale fell off of your shoulders, and you're not hold on to this in there. And into the next hour, we're gonna see some great emotions coming out of this, right? Ascendant is gonna be with the North Node. You now see a better future that it's coming. You may not see it in full. You may just feel in it like something good is coming, right? You're kind of like, I don't know what it is. It's a vibes. Okay, it's a vibes. You're gonna feel the vibes. You're gonna feel the gravity. Very beautiful time for, particularly for philosophy, particularly for something with an art and expressions. Good expression is buying a flower, giving it a good flower. Good expression is buy the ticket for a concert that your partner he loves this concert. Good thing it is to go ahead and is like having a great talk, right? This is gonna be a great timing about this, because right now through the conflict, you're beginning to what? To recognize the conflict and what can we do about it? Can we build something new? Can we create something new out there? All right. The new is gonna have some challenges, of course. Is like when you start building this and how you take it. Okay. If you have never built something, why haven't? But if you built something before and crashed, it wasn't mature. Why is that? Where is the growth? We're gonna see that as the ascendant is gonna come in into Chiron, and this is how you're gonna see this Okay. And this, as the ascendant is with Chiron, it is opposing the sun. And as the sun, it is squaring the moon and Jupiter. Now that conflict isn't there. It's coming from where? The relationship. Sun is in the relationship. A lot of the people is like, oh, if you don't fulfill my needs, or if you're not doing things that I wanted to, or if you're not fit within my thing, I'm not, I. It's that ego that is not healed. Chiron, anybody? Chiron is in what? In areas. My, I. It's about me. I'm the little, I need support. I need this, right? And here is the sun that it's right now. It doesn't have this positive aspect. It's like, you know what? If you continue with this, we should stop doing this relationship. We should get in there. Instead of being immature, as the moon and Jupiter is coming together, you listen your intuition to mature, to grow in there. Is like, okay, we see the situations, we see the things, and let's see what new can we develop out of that. What can comes in with this? How can we heal these wounds? Okay? And this is going to be a collective energies in there. And that is going to be shows up because right now we are beginning to feel how Venus is beginning to what? Coming into the relationships, right? All right, at 7 o'clock, the energy is going to beginning to be more. It's like, okay, we know this. Let's figure that out. We're going to put this here and there. You're going to be looking at what can we do in the material world because everything is what? It has to have manifestations in the material world. You got to have support system. You got to have this Taurus energies to survival in the material world. It's normal. But how you looking at that survival? If it comes from needs, you're always gonna be living in fear because your needs maybe not gonna met, right? But if you live within love, you're gonna know that it doesn't matter what it's gonna come to it. You can go through the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Mars is gonna have some challenges, particularly because the masculine energies, when they don't feel like they're the right provider, they don't have the money, they don't have the house, and then so on and so on, and they feel like, oh, I need to do it with this, right? So the masculine energies, they're gonna feel like putting pressure. Don't put pressure, okay? It's a require right now a cardinal changes because this energy at 7 o'clock, we're gonna have to look into all the cardinal signs that asking for what cardinal changes, but personal cardinal changes, not bolt out. That's the easy way, right? The bolting out. And what we're going to talk about this is the synchronization's energy is going to tell you how everything's going to be fixed. You see these blue lines, this is the synchronizing energies, while the rest of the energies, the red ones, okay, it's representing the conflict and things that you cannot escape. So here is we have the moon, we have a Jupiter here, we have the sun that it's at right here, and we have the inner work in Capricorn, and we have Chiron that is in Aries. And that's what I was talking about in the early in the report. Okay? My stuff that they're not healed, they affect family, they will affect relationship. So is the work that needs to be done collectively. And now the moon sees this, and the moon is like, you know what? Let's grow it. We've seen these things that not grow. Overcome your pain. If you feel the pain, like pain from whatever, inner child particularly, because Chiron and Aries represents inner child wounds, in a way, you really want to be what? If you were in this family, now build family totally the way you feel you should. Okay, that's what the moon is asking for, because the moon is where? Home. The moon is in Cancer. Hello. That's what your emotions are. That's what your intentions are. And that's what is going to be calling. So if you didn't have a good family, make the new one. But you need to make what? cardinal changes, because the fear of repeating the pattern is going to be there. And you have to what? Face it. And this is why the sun right now as authority is just like, I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I'm missing something. I didn't get it. And it's going to take like a week of this process. We're going to see on the new moon when it comes in how the energies will change. Now, if you're understanding these changes in the next hour, this is going to be at the 8 p.m. And you doing these transitions, these transformations, the energies just all of a sudden gives you the peace. And here is how we know that. Okay. What is the difference between these energies right now that was at 8 o'clock and this energy that was at 7 p.m.? So you resolve your conflicts between intuition and authority, and that is going to be showing you your maturity. Okay? That's how this is going to go. All right, at 9 o'clock, the energies is gonna comes back a little bit. You are like, but how I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna go that? You're gonna get support from the universe. You're gonna get the energies that it's gonna come. As long as you learn patience. Patience, my friends. Okay? Not, I mean, God has not built the earth for like this. Took him 7 days, according to the record, right? But when you see within yourself, don't pressurize you. Don't pressurize, because that pressure is going to come from you towards your partner. But right now, the things that's going to be more, its focus, and particularly is emotional stability. Okay? That growth within the emotions that helps you to mature and grow. Some of the people will make a mess, because during this moon Jupiter conjunction squaring the sun and the sun opposing Chiron, some of the people is going to be like bolting out. Escape. I don't need this relationship. I don't want this relationship. I mean, right? Instead of, because you're going to face it again. Okay? That's what Saturn is warning you. Okay, so this particular energy of the moon is gonna come back, and it's gonna be really very powerful. 11 o'clock at night, this is gonna be a very powerful energy. The moon is gonna come into the ascendant, and here how does it look? Okay, you see it, the moon, the Jupiter, power. Powerful with Neptune, Saturn, the inner work, okay, the North Node where we are heading, down with the Scorpio's energies, very beautiful, right? These blue energies, it's very beautiful. But some of you is going to be looking at authority. And guess what the authority is going to be looking? Divine guidance. You got the divine guidance. The question is how you going to act and react on it. And you have to wait for the intuition to learn more, to get more, to grow more, to be more. And we are going to be seeing it at 11 o'clock. Venus is entering Libra. For those who choose the love as the love it is, they're going to feel good, great, and beautiful, right? Like a Venus. For those who choose the other things, you're going to feel like you're missing something, and what it's missing in you. Okay? So that's what it was, the astro-gravitational report. For today, I'm going to give you a heads up what it's coming in the morning. And in the morning at 7 o'clock, we are going to start working as the same energies from today. So it's very important how you're going to be going into bed at 11 o'clock. What is going to be your mindset? How it's going to be? Because the way you go to bed, that's kind of going to be wake up. But this time, this is going to be the inner work of the moon. You see the same beautiful energy, but you see how big the pressures they are going to be with the authority that comes within us. All right, guys. That's all I have for you. I want to say thank you guys for click the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and come back here tomorrow for another astro gravitational report. Much love to you. I'll see you tomorrow.